Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. And our pitcher in this game, Justin Steele. Singy, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
That one the other way. Base hit. Coming home. He scores and they have the lead.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
First and second, 2 outs. TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a pop-up. Corner. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So 2 down. Now it's Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, number 3.
And a payoff pitch.
Bregman.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. And the Cubs are down in order, but they still lead it 3-1. First and second, 1 out. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
2 on, 1 out. That one almost got him. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. 1-2 now. Out to short.
1-1-1.
Tosses to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the lead off. Back here at Wrigley Field, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Ellie De La Cruz. First pitch swinging. De La Cruz in his 5th season, 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Yeah, great job right there. Squared up that ball.
Cincinnati,
TJ Friedl digs in now. The 1-2. Runner on the move. What a stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Safe at second, and he gets back in. Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. Man at second. Runner breaks for third. In the dirt.
Get down.
And he steals third without a throw. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. 2-2 now. Line drive to short and caught.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from third with a sac fly. We're talking about a different story if that line drive hits the ground. But he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with 1 more out.
Here's the 0-2. And now the runner breaks for the plate. In the air to left center. Crow Armstrong settles underneath it. And that'll do it. So one left. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high five.
Back to the top of the order, Alex Call, the next to hit for the Reds. 2 down, nobody on. Bounce to the left side. Throw to first, ball game. And the Cubs make it 6 straight victories.
Well, at this point of the year, first day of the summer, teams are really starting to figure out who they are. No more excuses about cold weather or any inclement conditions. Now I think we'll start to see what this team is really made of as we move forward.
Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Cade Horton. Top 5 in wins, and every time he takes the mound, you expect results.
Yeah, he's setting the tone early and giving his team a real chance to win. That impact shows up in every series they play.
He doesn't just pitch, he competes.
Yeah, but that kind of consistency is what every rotation needs. Much like you, partner, is a true X factor. This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
The 1-1. Just underway here from Wrigley. Pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. So a walk puts runners at first and second. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
No outs. Runner at first. Elly De La Cruz will hit next. He's 0 for 1.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Swanson. He turns it. Throw to first, but he beat it. So digging in, Taylor Ward. Go Chris through the early stages. He hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs. Elly on the move. And he grounds one back up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. The relay. Oh, he overruns the base, and they tag him out. Here at Wrigley Field, start of the sixth, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Elly De La Cruz. He was late there, strike one. He's one of the best players in baseball when it comes to scoring runs, Singy. His numbers are good enough to put him in the top 10. The 0-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. His 12th of the season, and the Reds jump out in front. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Nico Hoerner. It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
On the ground, De La Cruz. Fires over to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Now it's the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. He had a big swing back in the sixth. The solo shot that figures into this game in a pretty big way right now.
Yeah, that was a big swing of the bat, and he's going to be looking for more, trying to add on to this lead right here. I think he was sitting off speed there.
Sliced hard but foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Big at bat coming up with Elly De La Cruz stepping in. Swing and a miss. 0-1. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Strike 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. That ends the inning. And they limit bottom 9, and they've got a chance at a walk-off in this tie game. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Payoff pitch. Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely at second base, and that's the potential winning run with nobody out.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
He's trying for third. On the ground to the left.
Down.
Throws to first. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Hit on the ground to short. Got him, but they played the go-ahead run. So, runner at second, 2 down. Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. Abreu is just 1 strike away. In the air, right field, Benson. Under it. And he makes the catch. Ball game. And the Reds even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
6-5 the final here today. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton. Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Edward Cabrera.
This guy's pitched in several different roles. He's started, he's done long relief. It'll be interesting today to see how they use him. I think you have to go hitter to hitter, inning to inning. And if he's having success, you let him go as long as he possibly can.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball one. Hit hard but foul off to the left. De La Cruz went deep in his most recent game. Ball to strike. The pitch comes up empty. That's strike two. Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call. So two down. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Out to short. De La Cruz. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Siggy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. That one hops against the fence. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Reds. Top of the third, no score. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move.
Come on,
and this
come on,
one
you got it.
bounces
Come
away
on.
from Amaya. De La Cruz up to third on the wild pitch. Ripped to first. Caught. Throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off. No outs. Runner at first. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. 1 for 2. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Singy, he's leading the way at the moment with the most home runs in the league. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball, could be 2. Flips it. 1 at second. On the ball. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Man at second. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. No throw, and now they have runners at the corners. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ellie De La Cruz, 1 for 3. Way outside, ball 1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. A walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
That one ripped. And a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Line drive. And that's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy...
Here at Wrigley Field, on to the bottom of the 8th, Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. Swings and lines one towards the gap, and that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely with a leadoff double, go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
De La Cruz now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And ball 1. The Reds with the go-ahead run at first here at the top of the 9th. And now 2 balls and a strike. That one missed.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
Swing and a miss. And a full count now.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
For Armstrong, under it. Takes it in for the out. First and second, 1 out. Joe Adell, the next Cub to hit. Ground ball up the middle. Nice stop. Throws from the ground. There's 1. Double play. And we're headed to extra. On to the bottom of the 10th. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Man at second. Down the line, and it's... So here's Horner now. Out towards right center field. That's a base hit. In comes the winning run, and the Cubs walk it off in extra innings. 3-2. Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Cincinnati Reds. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
First pitch coming your way next. And going for the Reds in this one, Rhett Lowder. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to...
Makes the catch for the out.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
De La Cruz swings through it for strike one.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. De La Cruz thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
2 on, 2 outs.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Good job at damage control. 1 gone, runner at first. And up next for St. Louis, Pedro Pages. The 0-2. Oh, that hit him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next to the park,
De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Well, these Reds really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
The 0-2. Oh, look at the stop. Flips it. There's one, and that's a double play. Wow.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson. The tying run at the plate. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. The turn by McLean at second. A sensational double play. Next for Cincinnati, De La Cruz. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. On the ground. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. So a runner at third, 2 outs. Victor Scott will hit next. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. kind of just punts it out.
Thomas Sajazi next up for the Cardinals. This could end it. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner around second. Heading for the plate. The tag, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes games come down to this. You've got to press the issue. Try to get that run across and tie it up. But an excellent throw. Nice job of concentration putting the tag on the runner. Exciting finish to this game today.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And today's starting pitcher, Nick Lodolo. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Elly De La Cruz now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And a foul ball. Horton with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And they'll do it again. On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
All over that one right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
One out. Runner at second. Taylor Wood, the next to hit for the Reds. Man at second. Runner breaks for third.
Down.
Through the third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. Wasn't a great lead there.
High fly ball, right field. Suzuki settles under this one. And there's 2 down. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And the runner's coming home. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Doubled his first time up. That misses. And that's ball one.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And there's a strike. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes outside. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Steven Kwan stepping in now for a critical at bat. Up the middle, De La Cruz. Behind the back, flip to second. And that's 2. Part of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. Cubs lead it 2-0. You're watching Reds baseball on the Show, Ohio. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 3.
No, that's out.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. Go ahead run on base. Steven Kwan, the next Cub to hit. 0-1 now. On the ground, right side. McLean. Acrobatic throw for 1. And that's all they'll get.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out. Keep the run out of scoring position.
On to the bottom of the 10th. In now for the Reds, Elly De La Cruz. Late on that fastball. Fought off foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. Reaching for it and brings it in. Big at bat coming up with Elly De La Cruz stepping in. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. This one in the air center field. Crow Armstrong on the move, and that will end the inning. Last half of the 13th set to go. In now for the Reds, Taylor Ward. Runner takes off. In the dirt, gets away from
There you go. You're here. You're here.
Up to third on the wild pitch.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate.
This one in the air. Corner. And there's 1 down. 1 down, runner at third. Jose Trevino, the next to hit for the Reds. The 0-1. Swinging and drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game.
Extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Starting on the mound in this one, Chase Burns. What do we have on him?
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him, so he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off.
The 1-2. Up the middle. Nice grab. Goes from the ground, and very nicely done for the out.
Great concentration to get that one started. He gets the force at second. Glove work at its finest.
One down.
Batting
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
De La Cruz.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Ball outside.
Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. Hit on the ground to short. De La Cruz. Throw to first is wide. Tough play. We'll see how they score it. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. His first at bat was a strikeout. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but someone.
Ellie falls victim to the K. One down. Joe Adell, the next Cub to hit. On the ground to short, De La Cruz. Slings to first in time. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Out towards right center field. Suzuki on the move. And that ends the inning. Back here at Great American Ballpark. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit.
That's the ball.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Fastball is outside. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a big spot here. Bottom of the ninth. Down to their final out. Now it's the DH, Noelvi Marte. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
I guess you could say we've got ourselves a series, a split out of these first 2 games. Who knows what's going to happen? Buckle your seatbelt. It should be a fun, wild ride over the next couple of games.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And our pitcher tonight, Rhett Lowder. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice speed to the second baseman from the shortstop. perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
One down.
Batting
Now
second,
here is Elly De La Cruz.
Ball, that's out.
That one ripped, but foul. Next offering is fouled back. One and two here.
Come on,
Lays
dig,
down the
dig,
line.
dig. Go
This
dig,
looks like
dig.
extra bases, and that's going to get into the corner. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now it's going to be Taylor Ward. Man at second. Runner takes off for third.
Down.
And that one in the air center field. Hauls it in. Runner pretty far from second. And he's out. Not able to get back to the bag. Next to hit, Stephen Kwan. Here's a high chopper. Steer to Elliott, second for 1 and 2. What a play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Still tied at 0, last of the third. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Out to center. And that is the third out of the inning. So runner at second, 2 down. Stephen Kwan, the next Cub to hit. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first, and he has thrown 4. So 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Elly De La Cruz, 1 for 2.
De La Cruz.
Swang and a high fly ball in the air, left field. That one back. Going, gone! He'll touch them all. His 13th home run of the season, and they're chipping away. It's 3-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
The 1-2 on the ground, right side. Steer over to second. Double play. What a quick killing down the inning. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. 0-1. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit.
The left fielder, number 3, Taylor.
This could end it. This one pops straight up near the plate. Amaya under it. and that is the ball game.
A win on the last day of the month. You close it out with the W, but you want to carry that momentum into the next game.
6-1 is your final here today. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week. From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shambi with you alongside Chris Singleton. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And getting the start for Cincinnati, Hunter Green. You look at the strikeout leaders, and he's right there mowing guys down, Chris.
Yeah, the velocity pops, but it's his late movement that makes it unfair. You can count on competitive at-bats every time.
He's racking up Ks and making it look routine.
Yeah, just like Charlie Sheen, wannabe hitters are in survival mode when he's on the mound.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And that's an infield single despite a great effort at shortstop. One down. Next for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz.
Find it. Find it.
And the tying run is on base.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing.
Runner takes off on the ground to short. Fires over to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. So a runner at second, 2 down. Spencer Steer getting ready to hit. Man on second, 2 down. Runner breaks for third. Base hit. De La Cruz coming home. He'll score and then tie. The throw to second is offline.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's Nico Hoerner. Up the middle, De La Cruz. To first, and that is that. One down. Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. And the lefty with the 0-1. On the ground. And that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Nice, nice. I see you working.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get it.
Ellie on his way to second. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. 1 down. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty nasty curveball from 12 to 6 on the clock. It can jump out of the hand at the hitter, speed you up a little bit, and then just falls out of the zone.
Swings through that.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Oh, it's a pretty nasty curveball right there, and the hitter didn't look comfortable at all. Clearly fooled. Tried to check his swing and went around, but could have been called a 3rd strike anyhow. That's how dirty it was. Nice pitch for the punch-out.
De La Cruz at the plate now as he chases after that one. And a big swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The Reds now down to their final out.
So there he gets the slider in.
Man at first. TJ Friedl the next to hit. This could end it. Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Ball game. 5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.